Hello my book-loving friends, and welcome back to Storytime with Mary. This is where we get to read all of our favourite books. So if you're loving reading along with Mary, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together all the time, book lovers. Okay, book lovers, I'm so excited today because I'm bringing you one of my really favourite tales of all time. We're going to be reading a book called The Contest and Other Spider-Man Tales. I need to tell you a little bit about this guy, Anansi the Spider. This book is written by Adolika Nena Soa. And if you've got this book at home, grab it now and let's read it together. But while you're grabbing your Spidey tale, I want to tell you about Anansi the Spider. So, book lovers, Anansi is actually an Akan word. An Akan is a group of languages spoken in Ghana in West Africa. And Anansi basically means spider. So Anansi the Spider is a folk tale told for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years and passed down through generations in Ghana. And now it's been passed on to us. And I'm going to read you this really fun tale from this book. But before I do that, I want to tell you a fun fact about who else? Anansi the Spider. So, book lovers, spiders, they can sometimes be cute and sometimes be a little bit scary. But did you know that the average spider lives for up to 2 years? So can you imagine your spiders are probably creeping around your house for 2 years? But actually, the female tarantula can live for up to 20 years. Isn't that amazing for a tiny little spider? Okay, book lovers, if you've grabbed your book, The Contest and Other Spider-Man Tales, shall we get cracking and see what's inside this exciting book? There's actually 7 stories inside this book. And the story that I want to read to you today is called The Wisdom Pot. It's called The Wisdom Pot. Okay, let's see what Anansi gets up to. He's a very naughty spider. He's crafty and always up to tricks, so you have to watch him. I wish I were the only wise person in the world, Anansi once said to himself. He closed his eyes and smiled. Anansi was very greedy, so he picked up all the pieces of wisdom he could find and he hid them inside a huge earthen pot. Anansi then tried lifting up the pot, but it was very heavy. He stopped and he scratched his beard. I need to hide this pot as soon as possible. I don't want anyone else to find it. Anansi scouted the forest and found a huge tree. It was so tall that its branches seemed to reach the sky. Good, thought Anansi, smiling to himself. I will hide this pot in the topmost branches. No one will find it there. He placed the heavy earthen pot between his belly and stretched to grip the tree trunk. It was now midday and sweat was rolling down Anansi's face. His hands were tired and slippery. He could barely hold the tree trunk. Suddenly, he heard a voice. He craned his neck to see who it was. It was Anansi's son, and Tukuma was staring at him. Father, shouted Ntukuma, don't you think that it would have been easier if you tied this pot to your back? Why is that? Yelled back Anansi, furious that somebody had seen him at all. Well, answered his son, if the pot is on your back, your hands will be free to grip the tree trunk and go up faster. Anansi realized that he may have had all the wisdom, but Ntukuma still had some common sense left. The Spider-Man became so angry that his hands shook. The pot fell unbearably heavy. It slipped through Anansi's fingers and crashed down to the ground. The pot hit the ground with a frightening thud. Oh no! Pieces of wisdom flew in all directions. The pieces went east, they went west, they went north, they went south. And Anansi screamed with rage and scrambled up the tree into its thick, lushy greenery. He sat there in his web, weeping with anger and shame. As the pieces of wisdom flew east, west, north, and south, people picked them up. The people who picked them up became very wise, and those that did not remained foolish. And that is why there are both wise and foolish people all over the world. Because Anansi the spider dropped all of the wisdom and people grabbed it up. Isn't that a cool book? I know you enjoyed that, because who doesn't love an Anansi tale? I've got so many more of these Anansi tales to tell you. I can't wait to tell you them all. So, book lovers, I hope you enjoyed our story, The Wisdom Pot, from this book, The Contest and Other Spider-Man Tales, written by Adalinka Nenasoa. And if you loved this story as much as I did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together again next time. Okay, book lovers, I'm going to have another Anansi story for you next time. So don't forget to tune in to Storytime with Mary. See you again next time. Bye.